everybody! So I finally read over spring break. Yay! I'm just going to talk briefly about the books that I read and what I thought about them. And I'm just so happy that I finally read! So okay, the first one that I read during spring break was this book called A Land More Kind Than Home by Wiley Cash. And I picked this up like on a whim. It really surprised me and it is so good. And I totally recommend you buying it if you like. It was kind of like a mystery and it has a lot to do with murder and like small town family secrets, and it is just really good. How it's set up is there's sections and in each section is a different narrator, and I believe there's like 3 narrators, like a little boy, an old woman, and then a sheriff, but all of their stories are connected through something that happens in the town, and so you see all of their perspectives of what happens, and then the end is like the climax and it gets so intense, and oh, I just really like this book. So I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, it does kind of remind me of To Kill a Mockingbird. That's what one of the quotes says. This was like a really easy read and it's quick and it was easy to follow, not confusing. It's like really messed up though, and it makes me angry as well, but highly recommend this book. It was awesome and I'm really glad that I read it. Then this one literally took me 45 minutes to read, but I saw it in Barnes & Noble and I was like, oh my gosh, I need it because he is like my hero. So it's Open Heart by Elie Wiesel, who wrote Night. It's like, how can it be a bad book, you know? But it's basically about him reflecting back on his life when he's put in the emergency room because of like he needs heart surgery, so he kind of looks back on everything and talks about how he still like has stuff to do, and he's just like really a determined person, and it was really cool looking into like his mind and what he went through and like what he's still struggling with. So oh my gosh, yeah, but it's like so tiny, but it's so good. If you loved Night, then I would really recommend reading it. He's awesome and I love him, but it just kind of like shows his daily struggle with everything that happened to him. So I really liked that book. This one I just finished and it's incredibly loud. No, extremely loud and incredibly close. And I got it because it was on sale for $4.95, which rubbed off, but yeah, that's the only reason I got it is because it was cheap. But oh my gosh, this was like, okay, I don't know if I'm like weird because I like every single book that I read, but it is like a reoccurring theme that every book I read I love. I don't know, it's a problem, but this one was so good. I need to watch the movie though. I might go more into depth about the book and do a movie review too because I really want to see this movie now that I read it. But I read like 3/4 of it on a plane ride, and then I just decided to finish it last night. So basically this little boy, I think he's about 8 when this is not a spoiler, but his dad does die in 9/11, and so when he's about 8, and so it opens up with him going to his father's funeral, and then I guess he like comes home and he finds a key in his dad's closet in a flower pot, and so the rest of the book is him trying to figure out where this key goes and what it belongs to. So throughout it he meets a ton of different people. Then there's like random family ties thrown in as well, and it is such a good book. He kind of really reminded me of Charlie from, what's that book called? Perks of Being a Wallflower, because I don't know, something like is mentally wrong with him too, because like he would always like self-harm himself, like give himself bruises. I don't know, saying he's super emotional is kind of not right because he is only 8 years old and like he did go through a lot. But what I really liked about this book is that it would have like random pictures in it. Like which makes it read a lot faster because I love pictures. The author like really just kind of had fun with it, and like, yeah, I didn't mark that. It was like that. Yeah. The only bad thing I would say is that it did get kind of confusing with who was narrating it because has this thing to do with letters as well, and so I don't know, I just got confused sometimes about who was talking, but besides that, I mean, that always tends to happen to me, so. Besides that, it was so good. But I think if you're gonna start it, I don't know, I would like mark down every time that he says it, extremely or incredibly, because he says that so much. Because I was like, why is it called that? Because it's kind of a strange name for a book and a movie. But throughout the entire book, he is always using those adjectives, and so that's why. But I think anyone would love this book. I think it was boys and girls, like, I think anyone would enjoy it because it's just a really, really nice book. So those are the books I read over spring break. Thank you for watching, and since I finished some books, I'm hopefully going to buy some new ones and be on the lookout. Check my Instagram and my Tumblr links below. I'm always on those if you just are bored and want to stalk me. You know, because I love Tumblr and I'm on it all the time. And I think that's all I had to say. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!